series, I have to agree. It should be Sharks picking this one up 2-1, I would say. I feel like Nuke could definitely go in favor of Imperial, but we're jumping right into the pistol round.
Mirage, definitely a map where you'd expect to see that skill shine through for Sharks. Definitely one of the reasons why they lean into this map pick. They're confident they have the individual ability against the South American teams. See if that can shine on through for them. Not even any utility in this pistol round, Dinko. They are fully reliant on the Glocks and the Kevlar landing some shots.
Fast into the back of triple. Spot a one player in connector, now dropping back into CT. Can use the crossfire of his teammate down under wood as well. 3 players currently on the A site right now for Imperial. They would want to kill by now at this point. Missing shots everywhere. Finally, a kill is drawn in for Fastin. Imperial getting one as well, but we're back and forth we go. Finally, more kills for the T side, and Zevi coming in with the headshot. It's all left on Fastin, and he's dropped down as well. Zevi picking up the 3K into the pistol, and that's just a brawl on the A site, but it goes in favor of Sharks.
Well, if that's a sign of things to come, Dinko, this could be a quick Mirage, because that was a pistol round where Imperial had a bunch of players towards the right side of the map, and still Sharks are able to trade their way out to success. Sticking together as a pack, I think that's normally what Sharks are going to be doing a lot of the time here. Works well for them in the first round. Let's see how it works for them in this follow-up, because we've got the full spy out from the CTs.
Yeah, and a fast play at middle here.
Wow.
From Sharks, then QK getting the opening. Showtime on the Deagle, answering back, and Imperial seem to be off to a fantastic start here. Near damage does go over to the CT side, but no kills. They've lost 3 of them over here for Sharks. They've got to really try and fight back, and that's one finally coming in from Reels in. Zebi getting one as well. That window play took a lot of damage and getting pushed from the underpass. Peria had come through from B, catching them off, and now Zevi, the last remaining player in their 1v3. AK-47 walking up short into the B site. No one's here on the site at all, so could go for the bomb plant. He wants to move forward up close to the market, trying to at least get another kill here, put it into a winnable situation for him. All this has done is give time for the apartments player to get close, and now going for the bomb plant. Zevi trying to confirm that at least. Player in the apartments, he's not going to be expecting it, and reloads in the open. Peria, that's the easiest kill he could have picked up, and an AK in his hands as well.
Wow, Sharks try to stick with that similar game plan for their second round, grouping up on the mid play, and this time Imperial were able to pick them apart. Obviously helps that ZQK seemed to have had a shot through the smoke to begin with the scout, but then the rest of the Deagles come in to help out on that mid control, on those mid fights. And I think that's something Imperial can maybe do as this game goes on. If they start to figure out this Sharks playstyle, maybe they can start to stack some of these spots, just get these crossfires going. And then, if Sharks are going to have so many players commit to one position like this, you can start to push elsewhere on the map. Get some map control, get those flanks going, which definitely came through in that round. And that is great work for Imperial. They've already got an AWP out into the third round after having lost the pistol round. That's crazy.
Yeah, that is wild. You know, take a look at the economy, Alex. It's confusing thing right now in Counter-Strike, but Imperial, they'll be happy about this, getting that up in play as soon as possible. I was doing some demo watching coming into this tournament. I was actually enjoying Zevi on the AWP, so keep an eye on him when he gets that AWP out as well. I think it'll be a good battle between him and ZQK. Peria just jump spotting. Shao is taking the early damage. He's down to 22. He's going to actually fall away from jungle and back into CT spawn. B play coming in for the T side. All trying to run over the defense. Peria trying to get a good position, playing with a smoke. This could work out for him, but Showtime hitting the headshot. Peria as well now stepping up for the defense. An exit. He's alone, and he will exit the round.
It's not the standard way you throw that smoke defensively on the CT side of B there. Peria's in through that smoke towards Van. Normally, you just want to use that as complete cover, but there was actually a small gap in it this time. So he kind of makes the most of that and is able to hold the angle crossing to the site, which means he knows that Sharks haven't got onto the site. They haven't got that far forwards, and it just helps the rotating players out a lot because there are barely any positions they have to be scared of. They basically just watch the apartments, and it makes it much easier on the hold. And this one should be an even easier hold, Dinko. They've only got Glocks on the T side.
Yeah, just grouping up B right now, seeing if they can find a bomb plant. I they can somehow explode onto the site, but I think Perry is playing the more difficult positions to flush out. He throws down this molly. Reposition, play close, and the Glock should be picked off. To find success here in this kind of round, you really want to be able to jump onto the site with most of your players staying alive. So you've got a player playing crossfire with one on short underneath the window. You're already going to lose at least 2 players hopping through there. So I don't think the bomb plant was ever going to be a realistic possibility. But we now get into the gun rounds. The AK's out here for Sharks.
Showtime here, kind of fluffing a couple of these shots to begin with, but he had the dig out.
Yeah.
Eventually closed out with the pistol. So that's all fine. Not the end of the world. Now comes a bit of aggression from Imperial on this mid-fight, making sure that Sharks can't just take that away from them early in the round. And Imperial going for further aggression, this time over on A ramp. Fasting getting aggressive. ZQK there with the AWP to hold the initial angle. So they've got this 1-2 punch if they need it. The Sharks only have the one man on the other side.
ZQK missing the shot, but again, like you said, that second player was always there. But JNT, the in-game leader of this team, deciding to back away and go back into Palace. Makauzi, smoke up to window. Showtime repositioning towards top ladder. And Sharks have full mid control. The bomb's not with them. The bomb is still in your T-spot, so you're going to have to see one player go back and get that. This dual ladder room going in favor of Lakauzi. Good flash from exit. Showtime out of the round early.
Oh, Perry is in, getting all the way through the B apartments, though. A lot of information gathered. However, they're giving away fights before the push happens. Fasting gets aggressive. Now Sharks might have some second thoughts here. They spotted a couple of players on that A bomb site. Luke Iozzi's got all the way onto B, but this is so awkward. Perry is pushing in. Zevi catches him out. 28 seconds. Now they lose that player on the B side of the map. It's just all action all the time, Dinko. But it looks like that bomb's going to try and go all the way over to A. I don't know what they're doing, honestly. 15 seconds. I think they've realized the time's too low.
Yeah, I think they've realized that. Hold on. Nothing's worked here. We've lost the round. Would love to know what they're typing in chat right now. Probably question marks from Imperial. Yeah, Sharks just not really getting anything out of this round, unfortunately. Bit of a non-starter when it comes into the gun rounds. Low HP across multiple players here from Imperial, so close to getting the kills, Sharks, but no cigar. And Imperial off to a pretty good start. 4-1 up, 2 ops in play. Over on the defensive side, we take a look over for Sharks' T-side purchase, and it's a nightmare for them. They don't have anything really to play with here. They've got 2 AKs and a couple of deagles invested, but not exactly the economic situation you want to be finding yourselves in.
Slow start to the game for Sharks. Slow start to this round for them, which we haven't seen much of so far in this game. Thankfully, a second smoke goes into window. That first one was about to fade, so they don't know that there was that gap available for ZQK. Not a bad shot landing from the short player. South sitting in the back of connector will be smoked off. So this time, Sharks take a bit more time clearing out these positions on mid. They got that mid control in the previous round, though, and the round still fell apart for them. And this time, Showtime gets involved with the AWP.
Oh, Showtime certainly does. Another one picked up for him. 3 Sharks players left alone here. 2 in con, 1 up short. Xiao's at a very good angle as well to deal with this. Just playing from jungle, looking into that connector. Fast and just jump spotting from CT. Have everything covered right now in the defense. Just a matter of time. You gotta hit this shot, JNT. Xiao has the better angle, gets the kill. Exit. Hatching up the hole, following in with the AK. But again, so many players to find in the defense, and they are getting these kills now. Fast in, trying to get one, but it's not going to work out. And suddenly, back into a 2v2. 25 seconds. Exit going to the bomb plant for Khan. Spam through from Period. It's not landed enough damage, but it has kept him off the bomb plant. And that's bought some time for ZQK to get close into the site. Fake tap again as ZQK moves around on the edge of this smoke. Retreating player back T-spot, but ZQK can just shut the round out. And now there's no time to win it. Lokowski stuck in spawn. And Sharks again. Time is their downfall. And that is Imperial up 5-1.
It's looking like Sharks have got a pretty loose play style with how they're going for these early round plays. They're just trying to get a bit of map control to begin with and then see what they can do going on from there. But that does mean if you don't get that plan quickly in the mid round, you are going to run low on time sometimes. We saw in that round, Realzin was alone in the B apartments trying to fight off against the AWP of Showtime. It is going to leave you in some of these rounds in positions where you're having to take unfavorable fights. You're having to take fights where your teammates might not be there to help you. And Realzin Dinko is a very aggressive player. Yesterday, on the T side, he tried the opening 45% of the time for Sharks. It was crazy some of the aggression he was going for. We're already seeing that as he's pressuring the B apartments in this round. But he's not going to try the entry just yet.
I think this is a pretty frustrating start for Sharks. I think they'll be pretty disappointed of how these first couple of rounds have gone. Spam coming through the apartments, Realzin. Just questioning whether or not there's actually a chance for him to get in behind that smoke now. Exits walked into underpass. Bomb coming out top middle. Has got backup as well. Looks like the B split should be on the cards here, at least just grouping up all of them in B now. No one going anywhere else. 4 players up in the apartments. Exit dropping back from underpass. 30 seconds left. You haven't really got much time to go with anything else. It will be the B play. And here they come, hopping out the window. Imperial trying to hold on over the top of the smoke. His teammate getting 1 kill. Showtime doing a good job there as they're crossing down. He will fall after just 1 kill, so a 3v3. 12 seconds. Again, the bomb just about getting planted now. And Sharks at least have a chance finally into one of these rounds.
Ooh, trades already occurring on the bomb site. Fastin sneaking in from short, but Exit makes sure to spot him out. And ZQK, with the AWP in hand, doesn't have a nade for that position. Otherwise, he could have got that kill. Now he's got to sneak in and try and get it with the gun, with the AWP in hand. Missed shot onto the first man. Pistol out for the first kill. And JNT just surviving at the back of the site. The time is so low. ZQK has to get a move on. JNT turns it round and takes Sharks their second round win.
Damn. It's pretty impressed he could actually even get that USP headshot off. But yeah, Sharks finally getting on the board. Get a close round. Could have went either way, but just good stuff at the post plant. Locking them out of that. Timeout coming through from them as well into this one. I feel like they just desperately needed a round win here. They need some sort of space and something to go their way, Alex. If they lost this clutch, that would have just been mentally breaking for the Sharks. But timeout comes through. And we're getting right into another round here. Is still good for Imperial.
You saw in that round for Imperial, Imperial wanting to play aggressively on the backside of that smoke, which you can understand because there's definitely the chance that he gets a multi-man spray down, which would have helped make the difference. But if that just turns into a 1-for-1 trade, you almost feel like you would have been better off playing passively off the back of the smoke because there was little time remaining for Sharks. If they couldn't flush him out, it could have been really awkward for Sharks to push into the site with those multiple angles against them. But you can understand why Imperial wanted to make the play, because if he pushes off the backside of Van and they don't expect it, there's a real chance he could have got a multi-frag there that made all the difference. So unfortunate for Imperial, they take it close on the hold, and now this time they've got a double AWP setup and an aggressive hold on mid early.
Yeah, this is going to be quite expensive for Sharks to try and clear out middle here. If they, not even the fact that they have to use utility, but they're probably going to lose multiple players, in fact, and Showtime and Fasting getting 2 for the defensive side, and Exit coming through underpass. Zevi's at least got something for Sharks, but it's not enough yet. This mid control has been fantastic from the CT side, and now they can tuck back. They've got the player up in window, I thought might go down there to Exit. But JNT is trying to make some space on A. He's done a good job at this. He's pushed up close to CT, but Imperial are aware of this, and the AWP will land a shot. So now Sharks, with just 2 players left, have to try and reclaim the A site and flush out 4 players. So Zevi has a lot of work to do here.
Peeking into CT spawn, hoping someone was going to give him a fight. Imperial realize sitting back is their best chance of converting this round. Smoke down to jungle might give away the position. Zevi gonna plant on the safe side, though. There's no way they can deny this.
Well, Showtime running forward. Good kill. Excellent. The Galil, though, has come back through. He's got the molly to try and keep them back. CT is going to go for the fight, and that's the low HP player down. So now he has a 1v2 clutch to try and win, and he's got 1v1s to do it. Exit nearly winning this round so far. Now just down to the 1v1, and he's done it. What a clutch. Sharks needed a miracle round, and Exit gets them it.
Wow, Exit making a proactive play to begin the 1v3, realizing he had to force a fight to begin with. He had to hope the CTs weren't already in position to set up those trades. He was right in that assessment. He got that first fight, and then Shao also going down, leaving it up to the AWP at the end. Imperial had his pistol out, it looked like, for that final fight. Either way,
wow.
It's a round that goes against them, and this round might also go against Imperial.
Yeah, we come out on the replay. 2 players are dead. This will be a really quick round. So, oh, nice shot back, though, from Fasten. Fantastic clutch, that. I mean, we're talking about Exit. Maui Snake was saying on the desk that, you know, if there's a player that you want to look at here from Sharks, Exit's been pretty impressive. I think that certainly adds 1 to the tally in terms of us considering him to be one of the stars to keep an eye on. Fasten has got into Palace here, Hawker. Now, I was worried he would go for the full flank. He's now playing inside of the site, so he's actually going to drop over, and they're going to play for B. This is perfect for Sharks. They've won the round now. And the stack not working out. They'll have all the info. At this point, you just... I don't know. Do you save your weapons, Alex?
I mean, you can maybe play for some Exit kills at the end here.
Yeah,
in fact,
they've got over fast enough. Yeah, they've got over here fast enough. And also, just look at that T economy. They bring down a couple of players. It'd be very expensive for Sharks.
Ooh, good shot from Imperial's in, but they double peek him to make sure there's nothing more where that came from. ZQK with the Mac 10. Wouldn't mind getting a bit more money with the kill reward on the SMG. I think he's been spotted, though. JNT sitting back, waiting for the fight, and giving Sharks their 4th round. So a bit of a awkward start for Sharks here on their map pick, but they've definitely bounced back now. A couple of individual moments for them. A couple of rounds they maybe shouldn't have won that have gone their way. Definitely been some close rounds in there, but now that they've got their feet under them, now that they've got a bit of early success, maybe they will have that ability to start to take over.
Zevi gets his chance to open up the round, and he won't miss. Teammate at Palace as well. One pushed up Tetris. Quite a heavy play into A already here from Sharks. In fact, they're just going to bring the bomb over. Rotations come through pretty quickly from Imperial. We've got 3 players in the A side. QK not far off landing that one. The Sharks think better of this. They're going to drop back, knowing they have time to play with.
Yeah, this is a good call from Sharks. I think too often you can see teams try and quickly take advantage of any early kill they get. But they got enough information there on the Sharks side. They just heard the AWP shot. They just heard a rifle shooting from sight. So you know there's a minimum of 2 players on A. And unless you're going to line up and execute there, running into that crossfire can be very deadly. So I like that call from Sharks to go back, play it slightly safer. They have lost another player in the meantime, but Sharks are going to start upping the pace towards B.
Yeah, Beast Boy coming through the apartments and short. ZQK is the only player left here, and the AWP hits 1. We'll try and get another one if possible. They have overwhelmed the site with players now pushing through every crevice. And Reelson getting rid of the defensive sniper. Showtime, back up short, doesn't get a thing. And Sharks have tied up the scoreline unless Shao somehow pulls off an incredible 1v3. And I think even he has realized that is incredibly unlikely. Post up in the ladder room. He's got to get comfy because he's going to be there for a while. Saving into the next one.
Nice quick play from Sharks onto this B site. The 1-for-1 trade on A early, or I guess the man advantage they got on A, which then turned into a 4v4, really seemed to help them get the mid control in that round. It forced Imperial to not play mid as aggressively. They had to play it more back on the sites. So Sharks kind of took advantage of that and just went up mid really quickly. And you could see that Imperial weren't able to deal with it as fast as they would have wanted. Sharks were so far up towards B before Imperial started to get that info. You could just drop that smoke, use the pace to your advantage more than anything else. And once ZQK is trapped on the site with the AWP there, it's nice that he picked the right side of the map to play with the AWP, but it's not an easy position to get multiple kills with that sniper getting pushed from both sides. So Imperial only having the 1 AK into this round. Flash goes forwards, and they get some kills on the aggression. Shao just got 2. The bomb dropped in ramp, but a simple pop flash play could allow Imperial to steal this round back.
And the rotation of the extra players is now over as well at CT. They've bolstered the defense. JNT is alone in ramp as well. He's got his other teammate, his only remaining friend in this world, up in Palace. And oh no, this is not looking pretty right now for Sharks. Oh, Shao getting another kill. There's AK. How much value can you really get out of that? That's 3 kills. He's done so much. He's won the round. And now Exit left alone in T-spawn. Trying to pick off at least Showtime, but the headshot is good. And Imperial won a 6th round in a round that looked like they should have come out worse for wear. Maybe you'd get a couple of kills here and there with the rifle, but just a perfect pop flash play, allowing for the early kills and control of the bomb.
The timing on that works out really nicely, where you spot that there are multiple players there, but you only have to fight the one player who's blind to begin with. Just worked out so well for Imperial. And now it's Sharks' turn to have a couple of weaknesses, a couple of deagles in play. But we might see another fast aggression from them out through A.
Yeah, contact play here from Sharks straight into the A site, and Zebi was good with the AWP. Reels in, creating space as well. And that's 2 players down in the defense. No jungle smoke. Smoke off connector here, in fact, on Shao, so he's still able to stay on the stairs. Showtime has delivered one right through the smoke, doesn't care. And the X-ray vision. Finally, that smoke will come in for Khan, but Shao's playing in front of it. He's playing on the stairs. The Sharks are going to try and play for the bomb plant, and Shao's just going to peek up. Easy headshot, denies the bomb plant. Imperial getting a kill as well for the defensive side, and what was looking good initially for Sharks is starting to fall and crumble, and it's done.
Imperial just slow them down after those 2 initial kills. You think the Sharks are just going to be able to fly onto the site, get a fast plant, and put Imperial on the back foot. You know, if you're in a 3v5 retake with the bomb being planted, it's so difficult to do anything from that sort of scenario. But instead, Showtime is able to get an early kill, just slow down that bomb plant, slow down the players from Sharks pushing onto the site. Then Sharks seem to start to think, okay, well, we've got the advantage. Let's just slow this down and maybe wait to see if we can get a flank going. That doesn't end up happening for them. And now they're down to Glocks in this round. And it really is a Hail Mary play onto B.
Hurry out and Showtime. Really shutting the B site attack down. Finally, the Glock of all weapons. Of course, just getting the headshot easy peasy. Shao doing a good job. Again, just trying to get out of the site, trying to get this bomb plant if possible. But Imperial doing a very good job at keeping most of their players alive, only losing the 1. Now we head into the penultimate round of the first half. Purchase in from Sharks. They've got AKs. No AWP for Zevi.
Definitely make the most of those AKs, though. Smokes out to mid early. Lukaozi taking the early control. Piria's in, pushing in towards the B apartments. We've got that double AWP setup, but that means that AWP probably wants to peek again onto an aggressive angle. Thankfully, they have the nades to allow Piria's in to get a better position with his sniper. Sharks playing patiently at the start of this round. I think this time they realize they can get mid control much more easily because Lukaozi is behind those top mid boxes. So they don't have to be worried about some sort of stack. And now they can start to try and use that mid control to their advantage.
They might have just double smoked the same position on Khan. Ladder and Molly coming through, being methodical in this approach and Showtime. He might just go for the fight here, and he's won the duel against Lukowski. That's going to be the man advantage in play for the defensive side. Imperial still up at the apartments as well. Flash is good, but he still hits the shot. Reelson brought down in a 3v5. What can Sharks really do here? Their one prong that they can maybe play off here is exit. He's got through the connector up into the A side, but they're aware of this possibility, and Fasten just crouch walks straight into his headshot. Now, 25 seconds, the kills just keep raining in for Imperial. What a fantastic half from them so far. 9 on the board. And Sharks, their money's gone heading into this last round of the first half. They're not going to get the AKs out. They'll not have the rifles. Best they can hope for is some pistols, maybe a Galil here and there, but it's not going to be a fantastic buy out of them at all. I've been impressed by Imperial.
And this is somewhat scary for Sharks, because up against 9Z, more of their success came from their T side. More of their success came from this T side play where I feel like they were just able to out-aim 9Z in a lot of those rounds. But Imperial aren't letting that happen, and because they're not losing these early fights, the map doesn't get opened up as much. So Imperial aren't having to always scramble to get into position on the rotates. Oftentimes, they're getting a bit of map control, a bit of info early, and then winning some fights on top of it. And this time, Shao is the man that pushed into Palace with the early information towards A.
Very good control to have. And he might just get the kill here as well to open things up. Exit was a danger man earlier on with some big clutches for Sharks. The kills just keep coming in the early round for Imperial. Now it's a limping Shark getting into the side. I mean, that doesn't really make sense, Alex, but, you know, it's a beat Shark right now trying to get into the A side. Every single kill for the CT side is coming through, and they're completely lost. Showtime with the headshot through the smoke. He's got a few of them in this half, and another kill to secure 10 at the half for Imperial. A really strong defensive half from them. It's time for a short break. We'll see if they can close it here in Mirage in the second half.
I'll you ever been so lost that you just can't find yourself?
Welcome back to DreamHack Open 44 South America. We got Imperial versus Sharks here in the first map of the day. And currently, Imperial up 10 rounds out of the defensive half. Now heading into the T side. We'll see what they've got up in their sleeve. They've got utility here, smoke and a flash. The rest on Kevlar. Over for Sharks, it's 4 sets of Kevlar, smoke and a kit here in J&T. Boosted one player into the apartments earlier. That's Reelsin looking for some info. He's just missed a couple of players who've actually gone down into Underpass.
He is getting aggressive, though, so he's cleared out the B apartments, which should give his teammates an idea that they have to be ready on this A site. And these crossfires on A could be brutal. At least the smoke goes into jungle, and here comes the play.
Yeah, that smoke does negate a couple of problems, but the rest of the kills need to come through. Zevi's picked up one for the CT side. Showtime swiftly answering back, and oh, he tried to get the bomb plant, but he's dropped down to 10 and now finished off as well. Sharks are getting the kills here in this pistol. And it's still a 2v3. And that smoke fading away reveals a player on the other side of it. Imperial is quicker to react on the kill. 2v2, back into an equilibrium once more.
Bomb is firmly on the site, though. Maybe not quite behind the site boxes, but definitely in control of these Sharks players. And oh, J&T goes down. Great shot from ZQK. It's up to Lukowski to see what he can do. What a shot from Lukowski. Gets the first kill and the follow-up. Lukowski coming through with the clutch just when Sharks needed it.
Yeah, that's a huge clutch. Just confidence as well. You can see just have big balls to go for those peaks. Hits the immediate headshot on the connector player. Doesn't waste any time. You know, that's what you see. The difference between pro players and the average good players. The decisiveness in those clutches, you know. Some players will second guess themselves and really wonder if they want to go for that. Lukowski, there was no other question in his head. He was just going to take that duel, and he had decided that. Won it, and now 10-6. Sharks win the pistol, and they needed that pistol round, like you said.
You definitely saw them come into this second half with that confidence, I think. That same ability to realize we should have the better individuals. This is a bomb plant for Imperial.
Yep.
It's not bad in this round. They only had Glocks. They're not going to get any kills off of it, but it's certainly going to boost them even further. This will now be a full buy for them in this follow-up.
Yeah, that's fantastic. You know, getting the bomb plant, just the waterfall strategy we like to call it, where you just have everybody drop out of palace. You don't start taking fights till you're already down in the site. And you just have so many players diving out like that. If the stairs player has a FAMAS, right, he has to pick his targets. And sometimes you can't quite land it on the bomb planter. That slips into the site and some extra money for Imperial, who now have an AWP out immediately, Alex.
That they do. ZQK getting that into his hands. Generally not a very aggressive AWPer for this Imperial team. So we'll see if he decides to try and really put the pressure on. He probably knows that Sharks are unlikely to have an AWP of their own in this round, but with the FAMAS, they're going to get aggressive into ramp, taking a slight risk, playing an unexpected angle, and J&T getting his team the early edge, and even stealing away an AK for one of his teammates.
Yeah, nice little upgrade right there. I do love when players play Palace like that. It's fun to watch. Adds a little bit of spice into the defense, and oh my god, okay, Zevi, all right then, running right through the connector smoke, getting taken down because of it, and now 3v4, 1 minute and 3 seconds left. The T side trying to picture into this A side, trying to be a nuisance and pick away the last few defensive players, and well, it's just one left, so unfortunately for Sharks, they started off the round well. They're just taking deaths everywhere. Connector was kind of the first step in the downfall of the House of Cards, and it's done. 11 rounds for Imperial.
Those players on the B site just didn't look that comfortable when Imperial got up close so quickly. Looked like they weren't really ready for dealing with that sort of aggression coming at them on B. They tried to put down that smoke to keep them cover, but Imperial continued to pressure with nades, with a couple of shots landing through the smoke. Sharks were never really able to establish the positions that it felt like they were confident in. J&T going down towards the end. It's only going to be exit saving the one AK. But you have to remember that Sharks made sure to keep some money in the bank ahead of this round. They didn't upgrade their weaponry, so they'd have some cash available to them. There is a case to be made for saving to make sure you get a really good buy into the next. But Sharks could very well go for the full-on force-up and just try and pressure them right here, right now. And I think with that saved AK, this is definitely warranted.
Imperial toss the utility out mid, taking control of top boxes very quickly. I want to see how Sharks deal with this, because when Imperial seen some early contest in towards mid, they decided to just drop off on the CT side, give it up a little bit. Sharks being forced back to that utility or in behind that connector smoke. You've got one in window, two top con. No one committed to the A site here. So right now, if they execute in, they've got to play this retake.
Those nades are going to come in over the top. Smokes go down, and JNT doesn't have much of an ability to see through them. There is a slight gap over the top of this one, so you can see towards triple. Zevi playing back from CT spawn. That bomb plant could be about to come in any second.
Yeah, bomb plant. Oh, Zevi, that's a free kill given to him. He'll happily pick that up, but very quickly traded out by Showtime. He's actually going to go for more. Showtime walking through that smoke. He is the danger man. He's decided to come back and play a bit more safe. Imperial is going around this flank in middle. He could be the back burner. He could be the player that just destroys this round for the Sharks if he can get in behind Khan. If his teammates can stay alive long enough, which they should given the positions they've got. Showtime's got one in from CT, fast and falls. You've still got this ramp player, though, that needs to stay alive. And there we go, Piria. Now's his time to strike with the defuse in the smoke. It's damn close, but Piria stays the round for Imperial.
They lock it in. Sharks playing for retake. Once they got that initial kill, they thought they could get it going, but Imperial keep themselves in strong spots. It's another one of those days for Imperial where Showtime is consistently putting up great numbers, but some of those other players are shining through. You know, Shao is someone who I think we didn't talk about much on the desk, but he's been quietly putting up the numbers we need to see from him, up to 16 kills. Periazin seems to be one of those players who can step up to be a real star of this squad. He's had a couple of maps now where he's had a big impact for this team. We're starting to see a more well-rounded look from this Imperial squad, and it is fantastic to see that working out for them here. They're currently causing quite the ruckus on the server. Sharks, I don't think we're expecting this. Coming into their own map pick, Imperial would come out all guns blazing on Mirage.
Showtime and Fasten just lighting up. And it's going to be 13 rounds. As easy as you can like here for Imperial. Did you play Skyrim or any of the Elder Scroll games, Alex?
Yeah, of course. Who hasn't played Skyrim?
So in Skyrim, did you choose the Imperials or did you choose the Stormcloaks? This is a question.
I think I chose the Stormcloaks. I don't really remember. Is that a bad choice? I don't really know.
I mean, I chose the Imperials, so, you know.
Okay.
I'm going to say it's a bad choice. I think it's up to you, but yeah, Imperial is definitely the better one, in my opinion. Nonetheless, waiting for the new Elder Scrolls game. Maybe that'll come out soon, but you know what is coming out soon? Sharks is buy. After this tech pause, hopefully. I get to see what they can do with it. Honestly, Sharks have come out a little bit lost in the first half. You know, they showed they had confidence the way they were playing individually, but Imperial have showed up and had more than just Showtime play well today, which is a very, very good sign. Showtime had more opening kills, 6 in the first half, and then Sharks got rounds. So, I mean, Showtime's been playing really well. That's definitely something we've seen, but also, you know, he's had moments in the rest of his team stepping up in behind him.
Absolutely. We are seeing the well-rounded Imperial that we were hoping to see coming into today. Not seeing the same out of Sharks, though. A couple of players underperforming. Specifically, Realzin is obviously having a rough game with only 4 kills on the board. Just hasn't been able to get anything going. He's still been playing pretty aggressively at times through those B apartments, but has not been able to pick his spots throughout this one. Looks like we have a technical issue, Dinko. Got
yeah,
some TeamSpeak. Yeah, TeamSpeak issues going on, so hopefully shouldn't take too long to get all that sorted.
If we were to have a Counter-Strike, online Counter-Strike bingo game, you know, we would have to have TeamSpeak issues as one of them, you know. It seems to be the problem all the time. You know, I've never really had many issues with TeamSpeak, Alex, have you? Nowhere near as many as, happens in pro games.
Yeah. It's weird how that works.
I need to get new TeamSpeak servers.
Yeah, clearly.
Well, hopefully they can get resorted pretty quickly. We can get back into this one. We were looking at the veto overhaul in this game, and we were saying, okay, we should be seeing Sharks win this series 2-1. We can see a chance on Nuke maybe, given that Sharks' map pool didn't really look great when you look at the percentage on Nuke and some of the recent results, but Mirage is looking a little shaky for them right now. Imperial, I feel like their system's better. I feel like you're a bit more comfortable with the players they're playing with right now. They looked more comfortable in the first half. Now even in this half, they're looking better. So Sharks, they've kind of got to warm up into the series, and maybe it's too late in this map. But they're already down 13-7. There's a lot to go. But it seems like we're getting right back into the action here. And they have got their buy, remember. Over on Sharks, they've got Augs in play, 3 of them. And they've got utility out as well.
Time for Sharks to step up at this point. They've had a moment to breathe ahead of this round. They'll realize how important this one is to try and keep themselves in contention on their map pick. ZQK seeing if there's anyone on the other side of the gap in this smoke. Now peeking all the way into CT spawn. Shark's unlikely to stray into his crosshair, but this gives Xiao the confidence that he can move up close. And this could be unexpected for Sharks. If they're not careful, they might just get caught out by this.
Oh, good clear from Xiao. Showtime as well. Clearing up for the T side, just getting every single kill, and this was a buy from Sharks, and they're just not getting anything. This is horrible for the CT side to just get absolutely cleaned up. And out of a pause, you wanted more out of young Sharks, and here, just nothing being picked up. That was the buy. They needed to show up, Alex, but they don't get a single thing.
Just a slightly different approach taken by Imperial. Just going with no sound across the map, walking out through a ramp, getting that AWP posted on CT so the rifles can start to walk into the site. Sharks not given any early information, any early warning signs. They couldn't sound the alarm that the A push was about to come at them. That meant they weren't ready for the initial fights, and they couldn't establish crossfires at any point there. It never felt like they got the chance to work together, because the first player dies on the site so soon, the rest of the players don't really know how to respond. And now Sharks have to go down to pistols. We're likely seeing 15 for Imperial. And even if Imperial were going to get the win on this map, Dinko, I didn't think it was going to be a one-sided win, but that might be what we're seeing.
No, in my opinion, we were expected to see a real close battle if they were going to get it over the line, but Sharks are doing a very good job and letting it go easily here. Imperial just cleaning up in this one. I thought Exit was going to be the player that died first in this one, but somehow still alive, of course. He got double netted in Con. Down to 23 HP at the start of the round, but still alive somehow. It's Imperial over on the B side to lock this one in. They've kept 5 players alive so far. They've got 1 still in Palace as well. Faston's up there in the Palace halls.
Halls or holes?
Halls.
that didn't help me.
Palace holes, Alex. These little hobbit holes up here.
There are a couple of holes up that. All right, looks like we're not going to get any fights at the end of the round. Oh, we are. I'm just a complete liar, Dinko. We get 2 fights at the end of the round, and both of them go the way of Imperial. So Sharks having to rely on this last stand by. This time they have the double AWP, Dinko. That can be a difference maker. In that last gun round for Imperial, they walked out through ramp. They used the contact play. Now that there's 2 AWPs on the CT side, that sort of contact play should be much less likely to succeed.
Molly burning out the ramp. You got Imperial trying to get out here with 3 players, 2 up top mid, and the bomb's still back in T-spawn. Looks like QK throwing his incendiary into the window. First kill has gone in favor of the CT side, and every kill now coming through. JNT and Zevi locking it in right now for Imperial. ZQK spotted short. And Showtime, he has been fantastic so far. 25 and 11, 115 ADR, should I say. And with a minute left, 1v5, even though he's a bit of a beast, Alex, this one is a little too far. So Sharks, very good job done in this one. The ops just coming out. That's the kind of round that they wanted, right? Investment, nothing's been working. Get the double op out, and they get every pick they need.
Exactly as I was saying in the pre-round, right? Now that you've got the double up set up, Imperial aren't going to be able to get away with just walking out through ramp, walking out mid without using any nades, because they're going to be running into these snipers. And when an AWP's holding an angle and you don't use a flash to blind him or a smoke to cut him off, at this level, you are going to be dead 99% of the time. And we get to see that come through in this very round. So that's something for Sharks. And to their credit, I think this is the first time they've really had the ability to get those 2 AWPs out, to get the full gun round on the board. Showtime, seeing if he can sneak a bomb plot, but there are 2 AWPs on the A site to deny him. Now Imperial have that information, though. Now the Ts know there are those 2 AWPs out on the CT side, and they can start to react accordingly.
I mean, it's still a very long road back into things here for Sharks, but winning this round, it'll be a little bit of a sweet taste in their mouth at least. Round 24, the pressure's still on with Imperial going out the buy. This time, pressure in towards B. Might go for the quicker play, knowing they're going up against this double op, and they have got one player close up to the window, and that is the AWPer of the T side, committed now alone. ZQK deep in the apartments, in behind these smokes. Molly into bench. I'm not feeling like he's got a great chance here, so luckily he gets back. You know, if he'd stayed committed there, probably just dead. Maybe he gets 1 kill, but there was 3 players over here for the defense, so probably would have went down very quickly after. They've got Showtime up into window, and this could be a perfect spot. Faston's got out into the A side as well. So much control on the map right now for the T side, and Showtime will expect to play on his left side, though, and Lukowski's good positioning, taking down Showtime, but the connector flank has made space for Imperial, and they pull 1 kill back. JNT at CT. Zevi at Con, just looking down into it, at least from short. And JNT's AWP again is good for at least a kill. Zevi getting involved as well, and the AWP starting to come through. Now it's the last play you can make into the B side. Peria hitting the immediate headshot, and it's a 2v3 for Imperial.
Bomb plant's taking a little longer than I'd like, but they finally get it locked in. JNT holding the angle, but Periazin has got across to this side. I don't know if they're knowing that he's here. Now they do. He's taken some shots. Periazin backing up to the bomb site. The ZQK gets aggressive and gets the first shot into a 2v2.
Oh, he wasn't too far off that spam through the smoke either. Another smoke goes down. Peria pulling close to this default box is Zevi with a quick kill through the wall and the smoke, but Peria looking to take it over the line. Another headshot for him. Can he close it out? The answer is no. The no scope, but getting onto the bomb. Is there time here for Zevi? Is it over the line? Hand to the head. Oh, it's so damn close, and he's got it. 9 rounds for Sharks. They stay alive, and it's down to the final milliseconds.
Oh, Zevi couldn't even watch at the end there. He didn't even want to see if he got the defuse.
He's like, just hold E and nothing else. I don't want to see anything here.
Wow. There were so many chances in that round for Imperial to get the win, though. That was not an easy one for Sharks. Just the way they drew that rotation to B to begin with, that's what forced the AWP to rotate over to the B side of the map. It allowed Showtime to get into the back lines. If he got a better timing on the flank or just a better fight to begin with, that could have opened up the round. Then they make the hero play onto the B side to give them a chance, and now they're going to see if they can do the same on A.
JNT playing from triple. Oh, he catches Shao going down. Trying to jump from Palace into the A side. And now it's a 4v3. Sharks moving forward. That's the bomb caught. Oh, no! Second kill as well. They cleaned it up. Imperial looked like they still had a small standing in the round, but stolen away from them. And here goes Sharks coming back into the series. Finally warming up on map number 1. Again, like I said a long time ago, Alex, it is still a very long road back into things. And they still need to win 5 rounds in a row just to draw overtime. So it's still going to be a difficult task, but they're at least going in the right direction.
Ooh, missed shot from ZQK. Very, very tight angle. That smoke took time to extinguish the molly. And Exit decides he's going to have to get out of there with those flashes going against him. Ooh, a nade lands right on the face of Showtime. Does a bit of damage to Shao, who was slightly further forward. up close towards the boxes, and the flash comes in. The CTs really want to fight mid right now.
Lukowski's got that opening kill for Sharks. Exit is followed up and added to the early damage. And they're just going to keep peeking into middle. Chow done good. Oh, can he get a second one? He can. He's pulled it right back in a good position for the team. Imperial makes space on B. Bomb in mid. On the back right now of Xiao. Zevi's in the apartments. Deep near T-holes as well. And that is holes, not holes. 50 seconds left. J&T at top con. Bomb just stays there. They've still got time to play with here, Hawker. They're going con. They're making noise. J&T's going to pull himself over here if he gets one. Oh, he misses the shot. That gives away his position. Smoke goes down now to cross him off, and they get by. That nade not going far enough either. They've got to cross to the site. The bomb's going to be planted safely on the left side, so no chance for Zebi to bring one down. So J&T getting over to CT, walking up the stairway, holding the angle here. Is the low HP player Chow. He wants to try and take this kill, and J&T is just searching for an angle to just pick off one player, hoping for an overextension. He will get the quick shot. So now it's all on Imperial to try and close it out here for Imperial. He's up in Palace. Both ops trying to get back into the site. They're taking their time. Rifle picked up instead for the connector player, tapping the bomb, trying to draw Pyria into the open, but he hears the scope. He's not going to fall for it. He's not falling for the defuse trick, and they're going to line up. Pyria! What a clutch! That's 2 kills for him very quickly, and a 16-10 win coming through for Imperial.